So let's tell the story about this FC RX7. How did it all come about? Initially I was looking around, I go, I wouldn't mind one before they go up in price too much. Had a look at a couple, actually went and had a look at this one. I thought, nah, this is too rough. Then I accidentally sent the bloke that was trying to sell this car the list of all the issues I had with it. It was meant to go to a mate, but I sent it to him. Oh, well, no harm in telling him anyway. And we went back and forth a couple of times over it. I ummed and ahed overnight, so nah, bugger it, I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. Had a couple of things I really liked, mainly being the interior, which I thought looked cleaner at the time. Had the right taillights, had Series 5 taillights, and everything else was kind of there, kind of complete. And I knew the bits that weren't right, that were missing, I was going to change anyway, so it wasn't too big of a deal. And the damage, like, it was just, the paint was wrecked. There was a few dents here and there. The engine bay was covered in surface rust. And yeah, the engine wasn't running. I hope I've got a clip now. I'll chuck it in here of when I first started it up. Managed to get it going a couple of hours after I got it, and was just running a Microtech, and it was smoky as all hell. It had no exhaust, had an old GT40 style turbo on it, and yeah, I didn't really know what I was in for at that point. And things started to snowball really fast from there, and that takes us through to where we are now. So I guess from here we're going to talk about what I've done to the car now. I'll start showing you around everything I've done, because Jesus, there's a lot. It's come a long way. This is actually a pretty big build. It doesn't seem it because I kind of just been ticking away on it, and it was pretty relaxed building it. But yeah, it's taken a lot of effort. Let's start on the inside of the car, eh? So it is very much standard Series 4 grey interior, standard dash, standard all that. We got the RX7 Haltech dash, nice G-Ready steering wheel, the Haltech can pad down there. Hiding underneath, where the magic really happened, is a Haltech R5. I kind of looked at the wiring and I go, nah, it's not good enough. It's really not. There's so many issues here. I've got to redo this whole thing. I thought about doing my own fuse box, and then one of my friends, Sean, he offered me up an R5. I go, oh, bugger it. The car doesn't really need it. It's not going that far. It's not going to be pushing huge power, but man, it would finish it off well. Let's put it in. So I did. So I wired the whole car front to back. There's no old wires remaining. And that's what I did. Used the factory indicator stalk, which is nice. The headlights and the wipers are off the cam pad. And we've got a kill switch in here. So we've got a relayed power, which is really good as well. And it just really worked out. So I'm out in public. I don't like filming in public, so people come past and I get a bit nervous. But I'm working on that. Seats, we're going to chuck some Eurostow 2s in it. And they're just on rails, so they slide back and forth. Nice basic, low bolsters. The driver's one's got a bit of a wear. Yeah, I could have put the better one over here, but I was going to wear it more. So I thought, bugger it, let's keep the worst one over this side. But yeah, they're nice, they're comfortable, they're not high bolstered. They do the job. So the whole car's been resprayed. My friend Corey painted it. He did an amazing job. Start at the back actually. You can see a little bit of fuel overflow from my last top up. It happens. Got the Series 5 taillights, the best taillights. Twin tips, because it just needs it, and it needs those little rotary dumpy pipes. They just suit it. I wanted to do a little bit of a lobster style without going too small a pipes, so they're both there. They suit it to a T to me. and then Panasports. The rear, I think from memory, it's a 17.9.5, about a +0, and a 17.9 +0 on the front. They suit it perfectly, the perfectly aero wheels for this car. Front, Series 5 bumper, Series 5 skirts actually, with a garage aero lip. So a bloke up in Queensland actually makes fiberglass lips. I wish I could have found a real one. Actually would love a better condition front bumper. This one overall is pretty good, but it's just seen a lot of weather over the time. Oh, these bloody flies. Yeah, it's seen a lot of weather and the heat's just damaged it slightly. It happens, it happens. The boot's basic as, just factory, nice, simple. Got the speaker pods, got the tops retrimmed just to tidy them up. Got the Raceworks battery holder here holding a little Full River battery, just hides off to the side. Yeah, I probably could have put it away a little bit more, but it doesn't need to be. I'm not putting anything in this boot, and it's tiny. But we're talking it's only there. This is a fun car. When am I really taking it out? It's going to be in the weekend. Bloody Australian flies. They're everywhere today. It's one of those hot muggy days. I'm going to get covered in them by the end of this video. Nearly forgot about everything under the car. You've got HSD coilovers under there, all new brake lines, all new stuff on the steering rack. All the arms are redone, bushes are redone. Well, that's for the front end. The back end hasn't been done. It's just running the factory LSD. Still got a bit of a tidy up to do there. Just waiting on parts to arrive and waiting on a bit of spare time. Oh, god damn, these flies suck. Let's talk engine bay. Start from the front and work our way back, eh? So, a bit of a shield just to hide the power steering. Electric power steering under there. Got a vacuum pump for the brake booster. Yeah, you can see the power steering just there. Alloy rad, of course. Braided lines just to tidy some stuff up. Air filter, intercooler pipes. They're normal, you know. The intercooler is actually really well hidden. You can just see it there. Bloody water from my last top up. Actually pulled this off when it was still hot. The nice Raceworks clamps, because I just don't want any intercooler pipes blowing off. And the pipes actually come down all in one piece. That's on both sides. This side's real hard to get off. That side's not too bad. Over to the turbo, to Your Miles turbo, which is just a Chinese one, similar to Pulsar. G35 1050 with a 1.2 rear. What is it? A SDR exhaust manifold with a 50mm turbo smart wastegate, just into a 3-inch exhaust with a Haltech wideband. Nothing too special there, pretty run of the mill for exhaust. But yeah, the turbo seems to come on song really well. Built myself a swirl pot here. Oh, that's hot. Swirl pot just so I've got a high bleeding point, and it really works the trick. LS alternator, LS2 coil packs down there. A little bit of a water spill over the back corner because I topped that up too much this morning. Again, the HD clamps just so I didn't have anything come loose, and we got drive-by-wire. I wanted to bring this into the modern age, especially going R5. We got the ability, so why not? So I put it on there. So hiding under that intake, we've got 2 sets of fuel rails. We've got, what is that, 1000cc primaries, 2000cc secondaries. So nothing over the top. Into just dash stick lines, turbo smart reg down to the bottom. Nice billet fuel filter there. Again, very simple. Everything's monitored. The temp and pressure on all the water, oil and fuel. So again, very basic nowadays, but it just helps. You can see the wiring, very simple, comes through. Isn't hidden away. I can get to everything if I need to, but it's not in the way and it's not dangerous in any way. I guess, what's the bit everyone's been waiting for now? It's the engine. So this was a Andrew John built engine. It is a semi-peripheral port. So you can see, hiding down there, there's actually extra runners welded onto the engine. So we just got, where it used to be water galleries, we've got big old holes and they're going straight onto the rotor housings. And it works a treat. So much more air. So I guess now I've got this far through the build, I've done all the hard bit. What's left? I've got to tune it. I've got a good ignition map on here. One of my friends up in Queensland, Nathan, actually built for me. It says baseline for rotaries, nice and safe. So that's good to work on. As for the fuel map, I've just been driving it, fixing it up every time, just running it on low boost. Wastegate pressure of 12 pounds. I need to get it on the dyno. Need to just turn it up to 15 pounds, see what it'll make. Should be about 350 kilowatt, which will be plenty. Enough to enjoy it. But for now, it is what it is, and I deal with it until I get it on the dyno. Just take it for a drive every now and then, because honestly, life has got in the way, and it has to wait.